Damaged racers have always been a common custom in the Cars Diecast community. I've even done a few myself, and today I'm going to be highlighting yet another one. Today I show you how I made my damaged cam spinner, and hopefully guide you through the process if you want to make one of your own. Unlike Claude, where we have some pretty nice close-ups of him during the movie, these blurry screenshots of Cam are the only images I have of his wreck that I can really use to go off of what he should look like. And with few other customs out there, this one was going to be a challenge. I started nice and simple by clipping that right side of the spoiler to replicate the movie where that part is torn off, which was admittedly a little scary. And to begin scuffing him up, I took some light sandpaper and began sanding his front and his sides to simulate damage. And to make that big gash on his back left, I use these pliers to rip the metal, which do not do that bent the pliers permanently. That was a mistake on my part. I figured that out the hard way, but now I know, and you now know, to use sturdy pliers, as they will not get bent and they can achieve the same results. Now just by hand, I was able to bend his tires out of shape to make that front gap. And then I grew a few brain cells and took some big pliers and was able to bend his front outwards from the wheel. Now this did take a bit of force, but I was able to get it. And then I started on the other side with a nice heavy sanding to really scuff up those decals. Then I took a screwdriver and began chipping away the paint like I did with Claude to add those nice gashes. And once those were of size, I took my handy dandy weathering powder and began putting it all over the gashes and other damage. And though I can't quite explain it, this helps a lot. It really helps make those damages pop and makes a lot of my models look as good as they do. After finishing up that big back gash, I went to the front and the wheels as well, before just kind of spreading it all over to simulate marbles kicking up or scuffage against other racers or the track. And on that second side, I went heavy with it. This is the side that scuffed against the wall the most and hit the most other racers. And after a heavy dosage on the side, I put some up on his front corner, before going over everything I had done with one last small coat. And here I added the yellow on his right side to simulate paint chippage from George Nguyen, the leakless next gen. And from there was a repeat of all the previous steps. I made that gash on his side even bigger, pulled his front up even more, scuffed them up everywhere, and put weathering powder all over him to where there was no spot on him that was not dirtied up. And from there was the final and simplest step, which was the eyelids. His eyelids on his diecast are black instead of the accurate blue. So what I did was just take a picture of the diecast, scale it up in Google Drawings, then print it out and cut out a section of the blue, cut it to shape, and then put it on his eyelids. Then took a smaller round section to simulate maybe a black eye and put it on the bottom. Once that was glued on, I gave him one last matte coat to seal in everything, and he was done. I think this one turned out really well, and he fits very nice on the new layout construction and some very nice shots. Now I am working on a plethora of other damaged racers who may receive their own videos or may receive one big one together. Let me know what you think I should do. And with that, hopefully you can follow the steps in this video to make your own damaged cam spinner. I would like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time with a video that's been, well, a long time coming.